All right, question from the crowd, and again, I'm not sure I understand it completely, but I'll let you folks answer it. I'm glad I'm on this end and not over there. If elected to county council and you cannot get a majority vote on an issue, will you go to the Delaware legislature and have them usurp the county's authority? Vance, Phillips, we'll start.
It almost sounds like a question directed at what took place that seemed to open the door for Mr. Cordrey's run for county council. And let me just say that I am glad he is running. I think it provides the public a great opportunity to hear about the issues that matter most. What does bother me is the way it happened. I'm a firm believer in home rule. I think government closest to the people is the best government of all. And we had actually introduced a proposal to change the law to allow retired county employees to run for county council and still get their pension. In essence, get a county paycheck as well as a county pension. That was an issue that I wanted to have the public have the opportunity to come out and hear the pros and hear the cons, come up to the microphone and speak. What happens in Dover oftentimes is not a good public process, and I think keeping it here local is most important.
And that's time. And Mr. Cordrey, would you like to address that?
Yeah, I'll address.
You have 1 minute.
I'll address the same issue. The issue of drawing a pension and being a county councilman was first brought up to the county council in October of 2009. There was a letter written to the county council, and it was ignored. It was brought up twice in January, and it was ignored. And I don't remember any ordinance ever being introduced to pass that legislation by the county council.
We can open this up for a discussion for a moment.
It was in May. In fact, I believe it was Councilman Vincent, because it was obvious that this issue was directed at me through a particular state representative. And Mr. Vincent proposed that we have a public hearing and that we address this issue as we address all local issues. We bring the public in, we advertise it, we hear the pros, the cons, and we make a decision. That proposal was not able to be fulfilled because in the last waning hours of the General Assembly, with a partisan vote, it was run through. And it's a little disappointing that the state, in particular, this particular issue, would take our local control like that, but it's not all that uncommon on many issues, quite
Mr. Cordrey, would you like to respond?
No.
All right. There are several cards here from people in the crowd that say that want to know that some are calling it double dipping, and I'll just give you an opportunity to clarify what that is. You retired. Tell us how this works. You retired as a county employee. You will get a pension, and
I retired in August as a county employee. I submitted my resignation before I filed for this office. Regardless of who's elected in January, I'll still be getting my pension. And someone will be a county councilman. The biggest difference is, if I'm elected, it's going to save the county about $20,000 a year. My benefits are provided through my pension. I worked 33 years for my pension. I retired so I could do this, and my benefits are provided through that. And it would save about $20,000 a year to the county taxpayers to not have to provide benefits to the county councilman.
Vance, would you like to respond to that?
Only in the sense that this is not a personal issue. This is more about local control versus mandates coming down from the state. We have mandates that are killing us in this county. The dog control, for instance, was something typically run by the state without any of our involvement. We were hit with about a $700,000 bill to all of a sudden take care of dog control. The paramedics started out as a 70-30, state paying 70, we pay 30. That has gradually shifted based on unfunded mandates from the state to the point that we're now paying the vast majority of the paramedic costs. I believe in home rule. I believe when we have an issue at the county, we need to have an advertised public hearing and a forum open for the public to come and raise the objections or raise the positives and have a public vote.
All right. Is there anything else, Mr. Cordrey? Give me an opportunity, or we'll move on to the next question.